We have tried to build a system that is more resilient, will be self-regenerating, improving year over year. When I get out to the pasture in the morning, I'm riding around, I'm watching, looking at the cows. I'm looking for anything that's out of the ordinary. If there's any sick ones or a cow that's bawling abnormally, maybe she's looking for her calf. Start making my way towards a fence that we're gonna roll up as we get ready to move them up to the new patch of grass every day. We use temporary electric fence with a geared reel and step-in posts. We can divide these pastures into any shape or size that we want, depending on herd size, stage of growth, nutritional needs. We can adjust how much forage we're giving them and how often, how many times a day that we want to move. And that really is what enables us to manage the forage in a similar fashion to the way it used to be grazed when the herds were migrating across the prairies. Mob grazing is just simply having the cows in a large herd on a small area at any given time. The cow, whatever it is, you wouldn't think she could be that selective of a grazer, but when she first walks in, she picks the ice cream. She eats the tastiest candy that she can find, the most palatable forage in the pasture. In this case, it's orchard grass that the cows are after. If we just put them into the whole paddock, they'd walk around and eat orchard grass for the first 2-3 days. Second day, they'd eat the alfalfa. Third, fourth day, they'd be eating all the stemmy, coarser, lower quality grass. But by tightening that move up, they'll eat the good stuff, but then they'll also, in the next couple of hours, eat all the rest of that. And what happens is it's kind of a more balanced diet. Grazing it right down and trampling what we don't graze, there's new seedlings, more diversity allowed, just everything starts to work together. The whole ecosystem gets fired up and starts to run and operate how it has in nature for thousands of years. Business as usual is eliminate the trees. The diversity is almost gone to make it easier and more efficient to grow an annual crop of wheat, canola, or something like that. So in this scenario, we've got a very diverse pasture that the cattle are grazing. There's trees here. When it rains, it's going to infiltrate into the ground and grow more green material. This production system requires minimal effort outside of moving wires. This soil has never seen a plow. It hasn't been tilled. The nutrients all come from within. This field is green from the time the snow leaves in the spring until the time the snow returns in the fall. In an annual crop production system, it might be green for 60, 90 days at most. Water is an integral part of being able to move the cattle, to place them where we need to be, to mimic how the bison graze the plains. So this water that we're piping here into this trough, it's coming from a well. There's a submersible pump. Every few days we move a water trough around to give the cattle fresh access to water. We also try to keep them out of a riparian area where the water is laying naturally. Riparian areas are a valuable carbon sink. It's a good source of wildlife habitat. If the cattle repeatedly come in and out of there, they pug it out, turn it to muck and mud, and it's just not good for the cattle and it's not good for the land. In some cases, we take this pasture that has been grazed and we convert this back to a cash crop. I am confident that the wheat produced on soils like this is more nutrient dense and more nutritious. I think that grazing should be integrated into every farming system the world over. The grazing offers unprecedented, unparalleled opportunity to implement diversity on the landscape. And at the end of the day, it's the diversity that makes everything cycle as nature intended. Amount of roots holding it together, lots of wormholes. Smells good. This is what we need the whole farm to look like. It's full of roots. The soil structure is beautiful. Like it comes apart, but yet it's still tight enough that when the water hits this cover, it's just going to disappear. Light everything on fire for more growth, feeding the microbes. It's a nice, deep, rich black color, like it's full of carbon. And that's the name of the game, is we're trying to take that black layer deeper. Life moving deeper, the microbes moving deeper, expanding our capacity to cycle nutrients, to hold water, to grow more plant material. What are you doing, Winnie? Does it smell good? I feel very well knowing that we're selling beef to people from cattle that were grown eating grass, forage on soil like this. When we started this, there was health issues with the cattle. We could see it. Like the land was not as healthy and neither were the animals. But now, as things have gotten better and we're 15 years, 20 years down this regeneration journey, the cattle are much healthier as a result of this, and I really do believe that as we eat that healthy beef, we are healthy, we're more nourished because of it.